I was done. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually done. I was ready to walk away from the whole thing. Until one message popped up in chat. At this point, I don't know if you will survive it. Wait, there's so many of them! So I've been playing this game called ASKA. It's this Viking-y settlement builder where you cut trees, fight monsters, expand your little town, and spiral into a deep existential crisis because nothing works and everything is on fire and no one will help you fix it. It started off innocent enough with, oh look, I can build a house, or oh neat, my villagers are chopping wood, and oh wow, we're thriving. Cut to me 12 hours later, sprinting in circles like a decapitated chicken because I'm trying to figure out why my villagers can't make tools. Only to realize the workshop doesn't have iron bars, because the smelter doesn't have charcoal, because the charcoal burner doesn't have firewood, because the woodcutters are out of logs, despite the fact that there are 600 logs laying around on the ground outside. So I added 3 more woodcutters, and things got worse. At this point, I wasn't even building a town, I was managing the slow and painful collapse of Viking society. Also, most of the boss fights, pretty underwhelming. Dodge, smack, with no loot, just here's a buff you'll never use because it costs 3 villagers and a blood sacrifice to activate. But I was still trying, okay? I wanted to like this game. So I kept playing, building temples, upgrading stuff, chasing whatever shiny thing the game threw at me. And then this one moment happened. I had just finished building yet another pointless altar. It gave me another meaningless buff, which I immediately ignored. And as I walked back into the village, I passed literal seas of logs, like a deforestation documentary. And I realized, what do you know? The workshop still has no wood. I hadn't even opened the game for combat anymore. I was just trying to fix a broken conveyor belt made out of sadness and bark. So when the game threw up a timer for a winter portal invasion, I just stared at it like, okay, sure, whatever. I had decided that this was going to be my last day. No more wood chicanery, no more ghost villagers who don't actually gather resources, and no more raids that feel like mosquito bites. But then, at this point, I don't know if you'll survive it. Excuse me? I've soloed every boss in this game without even flinching. Well, minus the big stone guy, but he was more broken than challenging. So why would this be any different? But for the first time, I got curious, like genuinely curious. What if this was the thing? The moment I'd been waiting for, the challenge that actually meant something. So I went full Viking warlord mode. I upgraded the barracks, I trained archers, I built so many walls the Great Wall of China was like, okay, calm down. I even found myself hauling logs around like some kind of Nordic Uber driver because no one else would. When the final day came, I was ready. Well, barely. I had just finished upgrading the gate when the invasion hit. But I was confident, arrogant even. I laughed at the chat message like an anime villain, and then the gate broke. Suddenly, I was in Helm's Deep and the Uruk-hai were everywhere. I lost half my army in the first 5 minutes. Wave after wave after wave kept crashing in like it was a Black Friday at Viking Costco, and for the first time in this entire game, I felt something. Terror, hope, stakes. It was awesome. And then it ended. Snow settled, bodies everywhere, and my villagers, they did nothing. They just stood around while I cleaned up the battlefield by myself, smashing corpses with my pickaxe in total silence. That fight, it was amazing. It was the best moment in the entire game, and also the last. I haven't opened ASKA since, but I still think about it. Because I wasn't looking for perfection. I was looking for something to care about, and for one snowy night, I found it. Even if the game forgot to reward me for it. It was still worth it. Kind of. Maybe. Okay, look, I'm still mad about the logs.